So welcome, it's the midweek interview for the Peterhead game. Start off by saying Happy New Year to you. Did you have a good one?
Yeah, a fairly quiet one. We were training Tuesday and then obviously back in this morning training, so a quiet one. And just on behalf of John, myself and all the players, we wish yourselves and all the Raith supporters a Happy New Year and hopefully a successful 2020.
Thanks for that. And today I'm understanding, like last week, it's a full training session this morning with the part-timers and the full-timers.
Yeah, we're all back in together. It worked really well last week, so it's the same setup. Instead of the Thursday night training, we're all in this morning.
Yeah. You know, the old adage is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, training Thursday morning, it worked against East Fife. Just looking at the derby match there, the result, the performance, what was the most pleasing aspect for you?
I think for myself it was, I think that's the best we've passed the ball for, certainly the first half and the last 10 minutes of the game. We passed the ball really well. We know we've not been at our best over the last few weeks, so it was great to see, young Dylan coming in and Regan taking a real grip of the game. And for me, the big pleasing point was how well we passed the ball in the first half.
We always talk about in derby games, in games generally, who it is that got the goals, but I think out there you could have picked 10 or 11 men in the match. They all left nothing out there.
Yeah, on the day, and you mentioned 11 there, I thought the subs that came on as well, the last 20 minutes, the three subs came on, everybody played a part on the day, and everyone was an 8 or a 9 on the day.
Yeah. The game management was excellent, wasn't it? Something you'll be looking to take into the next game against Peterhead. We know what to expect from them and we can't take them lightly.
No, going back to the East Fife one, it was certainly nervy for, when they pulled it back to 4-3 for, 5 minutes, but as you say, game management kicked in, and I thought at the last 10 minutes we really got a grip of the game, and it was fantastic to get that 5th goal and for the boys to go celebrating with the fans. So a great day, but as you say, we move on to Peterhead now. They've obviously beaten us up at Balmore, and obviously we had a very, very difficult game in the Scottish Cup, the 1-0 game, so we know it'll be a very, very difficult game on Saturday.
Yeah. We're rightly proud of our record here at Starks Park, but we can't take anything for granted. Dumbarton came here, got a good result, and there was things that we could say about the players we didn't have available, but we know we can't rest on our laurels against Jim McAnally's side.
No, definitely not, and as I say, the last 2 games we've played them, they've shown they're a very good football team. And they're all obviously on the back of a good win last week, so they'll come down here with a fair bit of confidence from the result last week and their performance here, a month ago. So as I said, it'll be a difficult game, and hopefully we can go and pass the ball as well as we did on Saturday.
The recurring theme of any midweek interview, usually with John and also yourself, is the injury situation. Has the picture changed greatly? What's the summary overall?
Slightly changed from last week. We've got Ross Matthews is back. He did a light training session on Monday and took in a full session on Tuesday, and he'll train again this morning. So from last week's squad, we'll probably just have Ross Matthews added to that. Mikey Miller, he's been training with Blair and Cammy on Tuesday, so hopefully he'll get another good session. So he's progressing well. Stephen Anderson got a scan on Tuesday, and unfortunately he's got a slight tear in his hip flexor, so minimum we're probably talking is 5 or 6 weeks on that one, so we'll just have to see how that one goes. So that's a disappointment for us, and we're very hopeful Dan and Jack Smith will do a wee bit of jogging today on getting ourselves looking forward maybe 2 or 3 weeks away.
As ever, it's an ever-changing picture. Some are coming back, and we've not lost anybody else, which is a good point. The other thing that always comes up, first interview of the new year, the transfer window is now open. Everyone expects you to be making signings like in the next few days, but it's never that straightforward, is it? What's the overall picture?
That would be great. If we could go and sign 2 today or tomorrow, would be fantastic. But there's nothing imminent just now. We're working hard behind the scenes. John said in interviews previously that we're looking to bring 2 players in. That's what we're aiming to do. But as you said there, January can be very difficult, and it might be later on in the month before we manage to do that. But we'll keep working away, and we'll keep everybody updated.
And indeed, we can make those loan signings into February as well. It's not just about getting them in the first 2 weeks of January.
No, very much so. On that, we've done that previously. We brought Stevie Anderson in after the August one. So as I say, we've got up until the end of February to still do business.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to this weekend's game. First game back at Starks Park, you'll be looking to hear a good noise from the rowdy bunch at the back of the south stand.
Yeah, the young team are fantastic down the back. at the back of the stand there. So no, hopefully they'll be in good voice, and hopefully, you know, at the start of a new year, hopefully the fans can, you know, get a good turnout and get the fans right behind the boys.
Okay, thanks. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.